Hi, my name is Kate Friedman. I'm from New York in the USA, and I'm a professor at NYU and at Bank Street College. And I specialize in early childhood special education. And from this, I've created an educational consulting organization that specializes in going into different educational organizations and looking at all of the practices they're doing and rethinking how we can shift the culture of the organization to be more inclusive for all different kinds of learners. And this looks like curriculum development and professional development workshops for teachers. It looks like hands-on instruction with students, co-teaching with teachers, modeling for teachers, and thinking about what the message of the organization is in terms of how much they want to be inclusive of how everyone is different in the way their brain works. So coming to Agastya, the thing that I learned after speaking to people who worked throughout the campus was that the goal of creativity and curiosity in government school students, they weren't sure if it was being met. Aside from test scores not really going up and things like this, how could we really look at and ensure that it's not just the science and math content that students are receiving, but also learning how to learn, learning how to be creative and curious about the content and about the world. And so I kind of used this as a lens in going into all of the programs. And the place that I saw this working the best was in the Innovation Hub and the Art Lab, where the experiences are inquiry-based. And the idea is for students to look very, very closely and really ask questions and think deeply and parse what the details of something are in order to learn about it. And I see this as learning how to learn. Yes, the content is important, but it's really about this process of how do you, it's using the scientific method to observe and ask questions, hypothesize and experiment and touch and explore in order to come to a conclusion, which is often what the content is. And this morning, going through the art lab and thinking about the processes of walking students through what is their already preconceived notion of what a tree looks like, into let's actually go look at a tree and let's actually go look at the texture and let's think about all of the creatures that are living inside of it, and then how do we represent that, was really like a beautiful example of this. So part of my practice is looking at what different educational structures look like around the United States and around the world. And the opportunity to come to Agastya and see what this kind of hands-on learning looks like through the lens of creativity and curiosity, but focusing on what science and math looks like in government schools, is a really fascinating experience for me to be able to see a whole different kind of educational programming.